Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. He completes it to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Now Ryan. Jones has it. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's see what you got. Check. 56, Mike, 56. Hey, Delta.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He'll get this to Ekeler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Strickland. Mike's 50.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he finds Stills, complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
11. 56.
Again, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, That should open up his running game, too. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Fourth down and less than a yard.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey, echo. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
58. Hey, check. 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, as they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Foxtrot.
Throwing again. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. 20! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They go play action now. Ryan. This complete to Jones. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Yo.
Ryan now to throw on third down. He'll find Jones again, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down runs and first down.
Go.
Ryan will throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Check nine. Hey, express. 11.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Gonna let it fly. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Kill.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Justin Houston on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Kaiser. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Play action now. Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Ryan going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Dancing to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
21, X3, 218, chop. Switch it.
On second down, Eckler. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys in back, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. 22. Ready to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. This is caught. Watkins. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Rock Ya-Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the right side with Jones. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ryan, complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, baby. You go tight. You got tight. Got it. Hey, exit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And all the way down to the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action with Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, Haywood.
56, check 56. Let's go, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you, boy.
Bravo.
56, Mike, 56.
Hey, Franklin.
Play action. It's Ryan. Finding Green complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And some room to roam now. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Come on. Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight right.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. 4 yards on the pickup.
They They go play action. Kaiser steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Ready. Tackle. Check 26, check 26.
On third down, Spears. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Running on first down, Eckler. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. Jones has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Ryan. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Ryan. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
26, Mike, 26.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Humphreys. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Shaquille Barrett and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
It's just me and you.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Logan. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they're throwing here. Kaiser taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tampa Bay, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12